Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi. My name is Mavis and I review all things beauty on my channel. In today's video, we are going to be looking at two primers and I'm going to be testing them out both at the same time for the very first time today and seeing how they look and feel and how they compare to each other on my skin. The first one is of course the Tatcha Silk Canvas Protective Primer. This retails for 53 American dollars. And the other product on the lower end side is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So both products are very popular in their various budgets, but I kind of want to put them to the test, one on each side of my face, and see how they perform against each other, or if there are any notable differences between these two. So if you want to see how these two perform in a half face kind of test, just keep watching. Just to be fully transparent, I have not tried or actually touched either of these products before. I did, however, earlier today did a sort of unboxing and shit just to show you how the products look before I actually just to capture it in like closer detail before I mess it out and try it out. The Tatcha obviously is the star of the show in terms of appearance. This looks freaking amazing, I have to say. When you open up the box itself, it is incredibly luxurious and I would expect nothing less. I actually got this as a gift from my sister last Christmas and I basically have saved it to now. I haven't actually tried it because I was kind of like, I'll save it for a special rainy day or something. But yeah, very pretty, very kind of gorgeous packaging as all Tatcha stuff is. And here how it looks like on as a texture. For the e.l.f. Primer, well, we really are going back to basics, but bear in mind that this is $8, I believe, and it is roughly the same size at 21 grams of product, even though it looks much smaller in terms of packaging. Yeah, how does that work out? It is much smaller and it is also slightly pinker than as compared to the Tatcha Silk Canvas, just in terms of color. Alright, now we're all zoomed in and you can see what we're working with today here. The skin is not too bad today, but there's definitely like some discoloration and redness and pigmentation. So, yay! Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the Tatcha primer first on the left side of my face. Oh, it is so beautiful. Like, I am a sucker for packaging, but $50 for a primer, I'm still, I don't know. But anyways, yeah. Oh, it smells so good. I don't know what it smells like, but it's nice. It's a very light floral fragrance, I believe. That's like the most generic description of fragrances. It's like, it's a light floral, you know? Okay, I'm gonna stop talking and start trying this out. I'm gonna use a fancy spatula that it comes with, and I'm just gonna go, they actually included a line here that to tell you how much to use, but I will use half of that since I'm only doing half my face. Oh, it's really kind of like butter. I'm just gonna go in with my fingers. My fingers are clean here. I didn't do my eye makeup because I wanted to try this on my eye as well. Because it does say that you can use this on your eyes. It feels nothing special. I don't know. It feels like any other silicone-based primer I've tried, but it does seem to sink in very quickly and beautifully. And I think my face looks slightly brighter. Yeah. my face have been prepped with like just basic skincare. I didn't go for like a too heavy moisturizer because I wanted to see how much this actually smooths out, or at least work, because I don't have extremely dry skin, so I kind of want to try this out. Yeah, and it's gone. The skin is feeling quite nice and soft, a little tacky maybe. I can definitely see the pore smoothing action over here, especially where my large pores have a big issue on my cheeks and stuff. Now on the other side, I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty primer. Same thing, just gonna use like half of the usual amount on my face. I've heard they, like makeup artists and professionals, say that it's much better to use your fingers to apply primer, just so you get to really rub it in and make sure that, you know, it's kind of all like the like blended in your skin. Okay, just on first touch, the e.l.f. primer is a lot runnier and a lot lighter, I guess, compared to the Tatcha. And it's definitely easier to smooth out on the skin. The Tatcha primer is a lot thicker and a lot drier, I guess. Not drier, but like it's definitely like denser compared to the this e.l.f. one. Can you tell the difference? Obviously not, like it's not gonna be a stark difference right now, but on the whole, this side is a lot stickier, or like at least it feels wetter, if that makes sense, compared to the Tatcha one. Yeah, and on the Tatcha side, I'm not sure if I can get closer, but it's a lot more satiny. Not no, actually this side kind of looks satiny right now with the e.l.f. primer. The Tatcha side actually looks kind of very nice, very matte kind of finish, but matte, but like not drying. I don't know, it looks really good, but like it's like a very minute difference, but there's definitely like a lot more of the pore blurring effect on the Tatcha side as compared to the e.l.f. one. To be honest, like I don't see much of that effect over here. So this is the e.l.f. side and Tatcha side. So now we're gonna go in with foundation. I'm gonna be using the same foundation on both sides so that we get to see the results of the same product on the primers. Just keep it fair. And I'll be using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place foundation. This is kind of like my like boring but works foundation, I guess. And we'll be able to see how, because I want to see how the primers, if you know, they have any stark difference after like a few hours of wear with makeup. So I kind of want to just test it out with a foundation that I know works pretty much whenever. Okay, I think my usual shade is a little too dark for me right now. I've actually never had my skin lighten, I guess, in terms of winter, because this is my first winter. But yeah, I'm just gonna buff this in, and as I'm buffing the foundation in, I will talk a little bit about the products. So the Silk Canvas, the site says that it is a velvety priming balm of pressed silk to smooth and make makeup last longer while keeping it out of your skin to minimize breakouts and clogged pores. Okay, so it does have silk extracts, pink and gold pearl to even out your skin tone, and some anti-aging formula to kind of like take care of your skin. Like I don't really believe how much of an effect that this kind of ingredients have on your skin in terms of just makeup, because they usually are not concentrated enough to actually do anything. The makeup is going on so smoothly and flawlessly. I think I'm starting to see the appeal of this primer. Like, it really does smooth like nothing else. Okay, now I'm going to go in on the e.l.f. side. I'm using roughly the same amount of product just to keep things constant, because we really want to see how this product actually hold up with all the other factors, like slightly like controlled as best as I could. Oh, I forgot to talk about the e.l.f. product. Apparently, the e.l.f. Poreless Putty primer is the #1 best-selling mass primer in America. What is mass primer? Do they mean like just drugstore? Like, that's kind of a funny award, like category to be in, but whatever. So what the e.l.f. primer actually has squalane to basically hydrate your skin, and I think that's why it feels a bit tackier. And it's a bit, I think a bit better for like drier skin. Okay, this might be just my price bias or whatever going on, but I definitely like this side much better. Like, there's just that kind of flawless airbrush finish to it, even with the various skin flaws that I have. It's not, it's that perfect matte finish that is not drying, that all oily skin girls will know what I'm talking about. Like, it is not like cakey, it's not drying, but it's just there's no excess oil. Whereas with the e.l.f. one, you can still see, like on this side, you can see a bit of a glow. Well, I guess, like, you know, the dewy look is in, but I definitely see a like nicer, smoother effect on the Tatcha side. So now that my foundation is on, I am going to do the rest of my face, and I'll be right back.
One eternity later.
And I'm back. I just did my brows and eyes basically, and my lips. But I just gotta say that, oh my god, I never thought that this tryout of the two products would end up like this. But even now I can see how much like more flawless this side is with the Tatcha primer. It is not mind-blowing, but it is sort of like, at least I think it makes my skin look 20% more like smoother, flawless, I guess, or like just in general less of that pory kind of look. It definitely improves the appearance, and I know a lot of primers say this, and I have tried like Smashbox and the YSL primers, and they don't do this at all. So this is pretty impressive. The e.l.f. Primer, on the other hand, it doesn't look too bad either. I think it's just not as pretty as the Tatcha one, but then again, it's, when you think about the price of this, it's like $8 versus like $52. I'm not sure if like the slight difference makes it worth it. I think this is definitely a indulgent sort of a really nice product if you can afford the extravagance, because it really does work, and I can see why so many people like it. But if I were to buy it myself now at like retail price, I would also kind of be like, is this worth it, when, like, you know, the e.l.f. one also does a kind of like a pretty good job at smoothing out the pores, but not as well as the Tatcha one. You know, but god, this finish is really, really nice. Like, I have to say it, it's just amazing. Like, this, I think around the cheek areas is where it's super obvious. Like I said before, you can really tell like the, oh wait, you can't really tell how like pory my skin is, I guess. Like you can't see how visible everything is, like the bad stuff, which I really like. And I never thought I would experience this. I really thought that, you know, people just buy the, you know, drink the Tatcha kind of Kool-Aid, but I am blown away by this, really. And to be honest, I'm quite really very impressed with the e.l.f. one as well, given how like budget friendly it is, and it still holds up pretty well in terms of minimizing your pores, yeah, to a certain degree. But what do you guys think? Like, can you tell the difference? Like, would you pay $50 for the Tatcha primer, or would you go for the e.l.f. one? Like, I think if I had the Bungaroos to spare, I would definitely go for the Tatcha one. Like even with even after I put the setting powder on, I'm using the Hourglass my usual Veil setting powder. I can see like there still is a difference between both sides of my face, which is really insane if you think about it. That's it. This is the look we're going for today. I didn't do too much with the eyes. It's just using the Lorac Mega Pro palette with like a simple plum look. I'm not super interested in my eyes because I'm just really focused on trying out and reviewing the skin, the face products today. I am done, really, even though my hair is kind of shitty, but I am done, and I will check back in, I think, in a couple of hours. It is 3:30, and I will check back in I think like in the evening, maybe before dinner, like 3 hours, 5 hours, and see exactly how these two primers are holding up. And we will then maybe decide if the price tag of the Tatcha silk primer, silk canvas, is justifiable. Hey guys, it is now 8 p.m. I took a nap, I had some dinner. So you see my eye makeup is a little squished, and I took my contacts out. But I just want to use this, shoot this on my phone to show you guys this sort of check-in. This is the side with the Tatcha primer, and I think it looks amazing. So is the side with the e.l.f. primer. It's a bit shinier, but that's to be expected considering the primer is a little bit more moisturizing. But in the 3 to 4 hours since, I think this held up pretty well. I mean, I would expect it to hold up for forever, you know, like that's asking too much of a primer. But I'm happy with this, and I actually took a bunch of photos earlier, and I was really taken aback or blown away by how poreless like this side really looks even on camera. So would I say that it is worth the money? Yes, if you have the spare cash, please go for it. I think it's worth it. It is pretty amazing for a primer. However, when you consider that like this is what, 1/4 of the price, I don't know. Like the e.l.f. primer, I think is pretty good. It's like it does way above its pay grade in a sense, but like this is something really amazing. I can see why it's so popular now. It only took me like 5 years to jump on the bandwagon, but yeah. Alright, and so that's my verdict on the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer versus the e.l.f. Putty Primer. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and it was helpful to you if you're looking to try out either product. If you enjoy videos like this, do head over onto my channel where I post reviews about stuff like skincare and makeup stuff. And I would appreciate it very much if you would subscribe to my channel. I'll see you on the next one.